On a recent visit to Iraq to witness the formation of the new government, British Prime Minister Tony Blair said, "We have a government of national unity that crosses all boundaries. Iraqi people are able to write the next chapter of their history themselves." Meanwhile, car bombs exploded in Baghdad and the monthly death toll shot up to 848 as sectarian violence continued unabated. This disconnect between euphemisms about democracy in Iraq and the violent on-the-ground reality often reminds me of Comical Ali's old assertions that the Americans were nowhere near Baghdad when in fact they had surrounded the capital. With many Western reporters unable to actually report on this on-the-ground violence for fear of falling victim to it, some of Blair and Company's increasingly darkly comic euphemisms may well be believed by some. But how can they speak of democracy as death squads associated with the Ministry of the Interior pick off political opponents by night, even as Iraq's newly minted politicians press the flesh in daytime photo ops? How can Iraqis write their next chapter if the former Prime Minister, Ibrahim al-Jafari, was essentially given the boot by the United States? Even the New York Times described U.S. Ambassador Zalmay Khalilzad as, quote, a tireless midwife in the birthing of the new government, another euphemism for lack of sovereignty. What the U.S.-UK invasion and occupation has created is not democracy, but a kind of cronyist ethnocracy, where political parties are feeding troughs for sectarian patronage and corruption is the norm. Exploiting the post-invasion power vacuum and exacerbating sectarian tensions is not the way to democracy. It's the way to another Lebanon. For The Standard, I'm Hadani Ditmars.